February 2022 will unfortunately be remembered as a very sad month. Nevertheless, there were updates to Google Workspace and its tools that help people connect and collaborate. Participate in Google Meet polls and Q&As on Chromebase for meetings. Chromebase are touch displays from Google that can be used as terminals in companies. Now it is also possible to participate in polls and Q&As on these devices in Google Meet. The future of Currents and the next generation of collaboration in spaces. Currents is a successor to Google+ and serves as a kind of internal social media platform for companies. Groups can be created there and content can be shared and liked in streams. Last year, Google started to expand the Google Chat with additional functions and to expand the normal chat rooms to so-called spaces. For example, joint tasks and appointments can now be created here and documents can be opened and edited directly in Google Chat. Since Google has received feedback from customers that this direct integration of Google tools with each other is great, they have decided to shut down Google Currents 2023, but to transfer existing content and communities of Currents in Google Spaces, and to further expand Spaces functionally. Among other things, larger communities will be better supported and a possibility for top-down communication will be created in Spaces. Improved search experience in Google Chat on web. Google has also already made some improvements to the search function in Google Chat via the browser. Similar to the general Google search, useful suggestions for people, spaces and group messages are now displayed directly when typing. Search chips in Google Drive help refine search results and surface important files faster. Google has also worked on the search in Google Drive. If you now enter a search term in the search and press enter, search chips automatically appear, with which you can further restrict the search, for example by location, file type, people and so on. This makes searches in Drive even faster and more precise. Create or import text watermarks in Google Docs. Text watermarks help to clearly mark the status of a document as, for example, confidential or draft. For some time now, images such as logos can also be placed as watermarks behind the text in Google Docs. Now there is also the possibility of quick text watermarks. By the way, when importing or also exporting to Microsoft Word, these are also retained. Automatically generated summaries in Google Docs. Google continues to work on adding meaningful integrations and AI-based improvements to Google Docs. New are now automatically generated summaries of the document that can be generated at the top left of the table of contents in Google Docs. Pageless format in Google Docs. Today, many documents are not printed at all and therefore do not really need a classic fixed page layout anymore. Therefore, Google has now created a new pageless format in the menu under the item page setup. This way, for example, wider tables or graphics can be better integrated into the documents. New integrated view for Gmail features email, Meet, Chat and Spaces in one place. Since February 11, all users can test the new view that better connects Google Chat, Gmail and Meet. For example, Gmail will have a new left sidebar that allows users to switch back and forth between emails, individual and group chats, Spaces and Meet without having to open all tools in separate tabs. Google will gradually transition all users to this new view. In April, all users who haven't consciously enabled this view will start seeing it, but can still switch back to classic Gmail. At the end of the second quarter, the new view will become the standard for Gmail, without the possibility to switch to the classic view. Also, the separate Google Chat in the web version will then be switched to the new integrated view. That's it with the updates from February. I hope to see you again in happier times at the beginning of April.